zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. To stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume. Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Wide receiver going in motion. Using his legs. It's twice. Fouls through the defense. And he jukes the first guy. Made him miss. Picked up a few before being brought down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lewis to throw. He tries to take the top off. And that pass is caught at the 25. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to 24.
You know, they say football's a game of inches, and on that last play, that easily could have been an interception and a huge play for the defense, yet somehow, after the deflection, the offense is able to make the catch, and looky, this drive is still going.
And the Buffaloes have this offense rolling. Quarterback making adjustments. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well done. Good run and a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the Buffaloes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got it still on his feet.
Such a great job on the defense getting up early now. linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Let's send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
5-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Notre Dame backed up in the shadow of its own goal post, looking for room on 1st down. The give is to Williams. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Pocket breaking down. Caught over the middle. It's Strong. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Now improvising. He's going to run it. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. Inside the 45. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Makes the grab, it's Strong. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up a 1.
It's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes
This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. To the air, it's Carr. Finds his back in the middle. Breaks into the open. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. From the gun to Gibb, looking for room. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I'll tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, trying to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. They're coming over. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting it 3rd down now. He's your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Trying to pull his way in. He stopped just inches short. Had a good catch. Tried to get it in, but was denied. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This should be the last play of the quarter. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
And they did tack on the extra point.
0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Out of the chute. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far.
0.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. Give to the back. Shakes off the defender. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the deep. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Lewis wants to pass. That's caught. It's Price. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
On the ground, it's Price. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right on the money. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Buffaloes decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 onto the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeps looking downfield. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Comes in motion. Going with the ground game left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And the Buffaloes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Under fire! Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
And I like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the back. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll pull it on the read. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Lewis to throw. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Handoff to the lone back. Turns it on in midfield. He's loose on the left. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on second and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he kicks it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado. The offensive line will take him to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Pinpoint vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They did. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. To throw, it's Carr. Looking to the big tight end. He goes down. Short return. What a play to get the football back.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and you can see how everybody was impressed. When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing, you get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Quarterback on the move, still running. Trying to escape and get it himself. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback may change this route. They send the tight end in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. Turns away from the defender. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a cover. Bounces right back to him. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
One thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Lewis wants to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Hayden there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
The Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that quarterback. And a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run the toss.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Across the 45-yard line, marking out of bounds at the 46.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They'll move the tight end. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Across the 25, he's got room. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Notre Dame, 21, Colorado, 14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down.
Take over, 1st and 10.
And one more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Running to the left. Just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Might be calling a hot route. Lewis to throw. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick it away back, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Nice pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Carr. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver and falls in.
To pass. He's got the back in the middle. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends to the ball. Great job by the defender getting it there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. The big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They just keep firing. He'll throw it. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Irish! A great catch and run for 6. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Number 1 and number 2, and the numbers keep changing on the scoreboard, gentlemen.
14.
Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star wins a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in athletics. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to LSU. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights, we'll let you know. But for now, fellas, it's back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got another one. They bring him down with the big play.
good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
They'll ride the hot hand. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They'll get him down to the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here come the Irish, back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
So now it's 2nd and long. The give is to Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking for a man, it's Carr. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Really good job by the Thunder's team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Finding a balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. On the run, it's Bellamy. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He'll do it himself. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And how about that on 3rd and 1? I think everybody in this place thinking pass, right? Drop back and play pass. Well, who has the quarterback? Like, a lot of times in these man-to-man, 3rd down and long situations, nobody has him. Look at that. Runs the option to perfection, keeps the football, and gets the first down.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
The Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lewis wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving forward just a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. Gets rid of it. He's got an open man. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they got one, and they're at the 35.
We know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic. We've got fast guys, too. And that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down coming up.
Double. Get ready.
Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. Lewis to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
It's good. Easy call for the ref. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On first down. Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming then. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give is to Williams. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third down, you know the pass is going, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They booted away. Opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far to avoid the upset. The RPO, it's complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might be changing the route. The give on the option.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Running back searching for a hole. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Fourth down coming up.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Has to get there to move the sticks. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Buffaloes in the hurry-up.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off or to go for it on that fourth down, and of course they go out and get it.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
And the defense got him at the 27.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the ground.
He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Snags it over the middle. Turning it on. Finally corralled and not before. He picked up the first down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Oh, he got loose. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And he will wisely pull it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand.
He gets it in! Touchdown, Notre Dame! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And he makes the extra point.
35, Colorado, 17.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays, and now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing.
Makes the catch.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Across the 45, out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Lewis wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Got a stud quarterback like they do. I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll run play action. Quickly complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Finds his man, and it's Miller. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They send the tight end in motion. On 4th down, going to the air. He's going to fire deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot. But the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Ready, set. The give as they work on that clock. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll give it to him again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the pummeling has started. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. The give to the fullback. It's a runs like that that can really help the field position as they're up at the 35. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Trying play action. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And the Buffaloes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Just trying to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They want to run this quarterback. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy.
Breaks the tackle.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the gun, and really, everybody staying up.
The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards, maybe. 2nd and 7. They'll try to snap it quickly. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it. They're on the move. He's running free down the middle. The defense making the play to drive in the dagger with that fumble recovery, and they should be able to run out the clock. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they take a knee on fourth down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it.
Welcome everyone to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy Midshipmen. As we'll see, a squad from the Americans, the Temple Owls, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Navy's offense will have the first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him.
There we go. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
That's an awesome-looking carry. You know you're playing Navy. You better get ready to try to stop the run. Whether it's option, whether it's conventional, you better practice being your back, everybody being sound, and getting your eyes on the football. There are three certainties in life, guys. You're going to die, you're going to pay your taxes, and Navy is going to take you.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. That's reeled in. It's Arthur. Ripping off the ball, chunking. The 25, and they set up with the first down. Kansas offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game. In the red area, it's Adams. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll keep it himself. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Navy!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the strength of the quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic. Just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Owls offense will take the field for the first time. And Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Temple lines up quickly.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lane, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload.
Intercepted, the defense is set up. Back for the return. Touchdown, Midshipmen. What a play, not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
So early in this football game, we're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. They're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in the game.
Not much going on that return. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Tight end now in motion. The give out of the gun. Finds a little space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Owls, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely up.
The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to get the drive in line. Dropping back, it's Fox. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Works the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played.
Nowhere to go and down. He goes in the 39.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk of what they need to move the sticks. Temple lines up quickly. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, need Rob to lock him up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the Big Mounts carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Navy offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He'll toss it. Still on his feet at the 35. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. Big way to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Turning it on. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They move the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The inside handoff. Can't get him to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Now on the option. first down. It's 2nd and 3. Now the play fake. With the catch, it's Leonard. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Here we go. On the option. He'll toss it. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just 8 inches short. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Navy! No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead moves to 21. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, you call an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. And so far, the quarterback play has been less than stellar. There's been next to zero. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. To the air, it's Fox. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. And the Owls will hustle with the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They've got the screen set up. Brings it to the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Gets it out quickly. At midfield, he's got room. Powers through. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes him play after the grab.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
First down for the offense.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. It's still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it from the gun. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Owls didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
hey, this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his guy...
And the defense makes a play, sacking it back at the 10.
Offensively, I think we got to be a little bit more creative at this point. 2 plays ago, gained a few yards. Last play, he just gave up a sack. Let's think outside the box. This is a golden opportunity to put a touchdown on the board.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Owls. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eyes. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. They saw guys with excellent instinct running downhill and making a turn.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier.
There he goes. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Now 2 minutes remaining half, and they'll take the time out and see if they can add a little more before the break. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Oh, they're after him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Line getting set on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop, and now before he picks up the first down for Navy.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Looking downfield, it's Moffitt. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Bunch formation for these receivers. On third down, he'll try to pick it up in the air. Using the quick game. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. But we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the big fella. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Now on second down. Looking to fire. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Temple lining up to punt it away. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. And that puck will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. And Navy will go back on the attack. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives. Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Fullback's got it. Pass to first down marker and still running. Not enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down to the 40-yard line. Gets the back moving. Off the play fake on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Got it. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Back to pass, it's Moffitt. Going to try to get it himself. It's a ball. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
In this game, it's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field.
He's going to throw deep right side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. And he's... And then you talk about being down to half. That's one thing I need to do. I've got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that lead at all costs.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Temple lining up to punt it away.
Number 17, Alonzo.
He gets a block. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Continuing to turn and move it forward. They're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's first and 10 from the 39. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Back to throw, it's Moffitt. Quickly to the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Great move. Now he's got room. That will be enough to move the chains and get the first down in the red zone at the 14. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Now the pitch. Got enough space. Touchdown and shipment. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that's why it's so tough to stop a
take over.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, but it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
It'll be a run on third and short. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock it down for a big loss. Temple lining up to punt it away. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. Trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Hand off to the fullback. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defensively, man, you just want to get to 4th down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. Even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially in this part of the field where they could come away with points and get a field goal, or they could come away with a touchdown. Man, I want to get this stop and get off the field, but the offense executed. Defense just missed that.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got it. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. 3:25. They'll go to the fullback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds his man. It's Arthur. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Navy! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their
This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the returner goes down. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. This outing is one this junior signal caller would prefer to forget. And you can mark that clash as advantage defense, as corners made plays. Really, the whole secondary has, Dave.
They have, and this whole defense has. And this QB, man, he's been very ungood. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, he just hasn't been the guy that he has the potential to be and hasn't put drives together. And this offense is just sputtered, and it's just one of those days they want to forget. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically.
And the defense makes a play, sacking it back at the 10.
How about the complementary football? This defense getting another sack. They already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together, dominating this football game.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Back to pass, it's Fox. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway.
Let's go! Let's go!
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they got him for safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
At the 37. And your Navy midshipmen will take over 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good game before the stop is made. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Here comes the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Nose tackles and those 3-4 defense are usually space eaters that just make sure guys don't get to linebackers. This guy said, no, sir. I'm a nose tackle with some pass rush ability. Gets to the quarterback. How about the sack from the big nose tackle?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the 1st down, looking for more. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Motion from the back. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Grabbed behind the line, it's Leonard. He's finally shot down of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the big fullback. And And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Navy quick to the line. They'll run the option. Got some room and to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen it big moments in this game. They have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop for 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Fox. Here's the pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Trying to barrel it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scored late. Maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's it.
And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They get to him as he throws. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
Now, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us for